We're here at Tag Cornwall with Moise Lasata. Moise, you're an interesting cat. You're multidisciplinary. We're looking at your soapstone carvings. And when we were talking, you were saying how you had been a welder. And essentially, the years of welding have disabled you. And this is part of your therapy, is working on the carvings.
Well, you got to do something, right? So
yeah.
I went back to the art, which I always loved.
And you're a musician. You're originally from Timmins.
Well, musician might be a little heavy. Let's just say I'm an artist that plays music a bit.
So, how does a boy from Timmins end up in Cornwall?
Intentionally.
What was it about Cornwall that attracted you?
Close to the American border and bigger centers for art.
Mm-hmm.
And Timmins is not very a lucrative place for artists, I guess.
Is Cornwall?
Well, it turns out there's a lot of artists, not that many customers, but it's not about that, art. It's about being around artists for me, and there's tons here, so I'm happy.
Now, this is the first time that this installation that we're about to look at has been presented in a gallery, right?
Yeah.
And we've had a lot of people look at it and really like it, but we're going to need you to explain it to people so they have a better understanding of it. So we're just going to shift a little bit here. This is essentially a rotating display.
Yeah.
And what inspired you? It's sitting on a map of the world, a carpet of the world.
Well, if you want to know, I was at a jam session. And I had to go to the bathroom.
Okay.
And I started going through these Time magazines and Maclean's, and it was around Rwanda. And these images started to haunt me after I got home, and I started dreaming about all of this. These pictures I had seen at my friend's place. So I went back and I borrowed all of his books that I'd found these pictures in. And I started painting.
Now, this is really rustic. You've basically painted on, it looks like an old box, and then you drew a frame around it.
This is a canvas board, and then I'm a big recycler, so these are cardboard frames with, I painted a simile of wood there.
So what does this image symbolize? And you have the burnt paper.
Wake Up. That one. And there's a song attached to this. Like, as I started painting, all of this words came to me because I write music and stuff. So there's a song attached to this.
Now, what does this series of images represent?
It's called Atrocities of Man, and the song is called All That's Left.
Now, it's interesting, you call it Atrocities of Man, but clearly the soldier has breasts.
Well, mankind, I guess. It's a misogynist kind of a term, but I think that's the right word,
Now, over here, we have two more images.
The one is called Exodus, the one on the left, where people are running away. And the next one is called Shh, and that's the day after the runaway. We're looking at a bunch of bodies there on the ground, and people standing around.
And here
is kind of like a cover. This one here is called Think. And you can see a nuclear blast in the middle there. And around here is all the things that we do to harm ourselves, right? And this little question mark has a little dot, which is the planet.
So why haven't you displayed this piece before this?
Well, it's kind of
this installation.
It's a work in progress because I see dancers with this, and this is mostly just a set for the dances. These two paintings are. This one here was especially hard to do.
Why?
I don't know. It was just especially hard to do.
Hard technically or hard emotionally?
Emotionally. It took me 3 hours and I couldn't do any more than that. That's a 3-hour painting.
Now, a lot of your themes, at least in your earlier work, are anti-war. There's one of your pieces over here. It's one of my favorites.
Yeah, that all goes together. It's all part of this video set that I'm trying to get together.
What's the significance of this one? The bullets, the shell casings are from World War I, right?
One of them are. The others are just hunting bullets, but this one here is from Europe. A friend of mine went over there and found them around Dieppe somewhere.
Now here we have your one-man band.
Yeah.
Are you going to sit down?
My therapy session.
Okay. And again, this is, I think, one of the first times you've pulled this out for the gallery.
It's pretty much the first time it's been anywhere. I usually just sit at home and do this kind of thing.
Now you have to be very creative or very medicated. I mean, the amount of different things that are going on with this, there must be 15 or 20 different devices that make noise.
Pretty much, yeah. It's because, like, I hear more than guitar, and like, if I had my way, I'd have a symphony behind it.
Yeah. You've got a disco ball hanging there. You've got old candle caps from tea lights.
Mini-me in there too.
Okay.
Might want to zoom in on that sometime.
And some driftwood.
Yeah,
And
there's driftwood. There's canes from Egypt.
Uh-huh.
You know, canes that they make reeds out of.
And you've got, I think, 4 drums and a cymbal on the other one.
Yeah, that's right. Little shakers and tambourines and stuff. It's just a little bit of fill for my soul, I guess.
So are you going to play something and let the audience see how this works?
Okay. How about I play All That's Left?
Sure. Well, and your CD is here for sale at Tag Cornwall.
Yeah.
Got to plug the work.
Blue, yellow, red, black and white, colors of the spectrum racing through my mind, escaping to the canvas, they come to life. Images I see, images I dream, images I see, images I dream. Letters forming words, words forming lines, lines of wisdom, lines of pride, expressions from the heart, a good place to start, pulling me together, tearing me apart, pulling me together, tearing me apart. Toxic waste, war and famine, nuclear holocaust, who do I cross-examine? Drive-by shooting, wartime looting, images of pain, images of shame, images of pain, images of shame. And all that's left is blue, yellow, red, black and white, colors of the spectrum now trapped in my mind. It's getting hard to think, it's getting hard to think, when everyone is guilty, yet everyone's the same. Everyone is guilty, yet everyone's the same. So won't you please give me back my blue, yellow, red, black and white.
Now, we're sitting here at TAG, Cornwall's public art gallery that's about to celebrate its 30th anniversary in the same location, downtown here on Pitt Street. To you as an artist, how important is it to have a public art gallery?
Well, it's very important. It's like the most important thing there is, you know, like how many arenas can you build? You know, how many art galleries are there per capita in the world? You know, it's a rare thing, so we should support it.
And there are less and less venues for musicians and for artists to actually gain the exposure they need to develop their craft and to earn an income, and there's very, very few in Cornwall.
I can't really talk about the music side very much because I've never considered myself a musician, just an artist,
Mm-hmm.
and the music is therapy for me. So I got a CD only because other people told me I should do it. I had to be coaxed because I don't like the sound of my voice. I don't like much about myself.
So this year, the art gallery's funding was cut to zero, and the gallery is up for funding again for 2016. If you could say anything to council about their decision to fund a public art gallery, what would you say?
I would hope they do. I really hope they do. Because it's sad, because it's about kids. If you think about it, it's about kids. If we don't give kids something else to do, because not everybody's a sportsman, not everybody's a businessman. Mm-hmm. Some of us are artists, and we're the weirdest people to deal with. And if there's not places like this, where else is there? Then you start having graffiti all over the place.
Which is art.
Graffiti is the writing on the wall.
Yeah. Well, people can come down and see you at the gallery while the Wentzell exhibit is on right up into January.
Well, I'm here hoping that other people will come down and maybe play with me. That would be fun.
Well, we have Buskerville on Saturday afternoons where people can come in and busk and make some money, and we have open art. People can bring their sketchbooks or their easels and paint or work here in the gallery. It's free admission, and of course it's a public art gallery. That's what it's about. All right, Moses, you've done well.